Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so at this point, you know, we've been in Kansas for a few weeks now, and we've kind of lost track of how many days we've been in the house. So, you know, your girl's trying to get creative with her recipes. Because, you know, when you've eaten the same meals over and over again, you know, vegan cooking can only go so far. So today we're going to switch it up. So thanks COVID for the inspiration. So today we're actually going to be making some barbecue chicken tacos. I have, like, you know, some taco stuff. And then also we're going to do some beans and rice. So I'm going to get into the kitchen and I'll see you guys there. So we finally made it to the kitchen. I do have my ingredients here. I was taking a thumbnail, so things got a little out of hand. But let me show you guys what we have for ingredients. So I am aware, yes, this is a lot of food. So we're gonna start off with our tofurkey chicken. I am gonna start to change the title because I understand that I guess people have this like thing about chicken versus actual chicken in the comments. So we will be changing that starting with this video. Got some yellow rice here, also got some vegetable cooking stock, and then some Mission flour tortillas, as well as some seasoned black beans. I found all these ingredients at my local Walmart. If you guys find them in different places, make sure you guys let me know down in the comments below, and let's get to cooking. First order of business today is actually going to be rice, just because it does take the longest out of everything. So we are going to put her in a pot and get her going. This pack comes with 3, but we're only going to be using 1 today, and this actually does make quite a bit of rice. I'm going to get my 2 cups of water. You guys, new apartment, new stove. We are switching over to electric today. So I'm gonna get that going with my heat, put it on high. Then I'm gonna add in my 2 cups of water. Then from there, we're gonna hit her with some olive oil. I always love olive oil in my rice. And then I'm also gonna top in a couple bay leaves, and we're just gonna wait for that to bring into a boil, and then we'll drop in our rice. And before I forget, just a little bit of salt right on top. Our next order of business is beans. So we are going to get these opened. I'm gonna put them in a strainer and drain them out just because I don't want all of that. Drop them all in. I don't want what they put on it, I just want my own little thing. So we're just gonna give these a light little rinse. And we're just gonna strain it out a little bit. So in our little pot they go. Currently in dire need of an assistant. So we're gonna take a little break from our beans and move on over to our rice now that the water is fully boiled. All right guys, we're just gonna add in our rice. Give her a good stir. Since it's already back up to a boil, I'm just gonna drop down the heat to about a 3. And then we're gonna put the lid right on her. And I'll check on it like occasionally, but she's gonna be there for about the next 20-25 minutes. So for our beans, I'm gonna add in some vegetable stock. I'm adding in 1 whole cup, but if you guys see fit to do it a different way, or if you guys wanna know more about the measurements of what I'm adding in, it'll all be in the description box below. I'm also adding in some Flavor God garlic lovers, as well as some onion powder, parsley, bit of salt. And of course, we cannot forget some cilantro. So with that all together, I'm gonna give it a good mix, and then we're gonna set the heat for about a good like medium high, just so that way it can cook kind of slow, low, but fast. So I'm gonna put her on a good medium heat. I'm just gonna give it a good stir. I'm gonna let that cook down, and then I will come back to it once I see it starting to like thicken and bubble up a little. Also forgot to mention, you do want to put a little lid on her. So guys, now it's time for our chicken. I'm gonna get this pack opened up and we will get her shredded in the bowl. Again, highly seeking an assistant, just to do leisurely things like open this box for me. So please inquire down below. Alright, out with the box, in with the package. I'm gonna slice this open and then I'm just gonna toss it all in. And now I'm just gonna shred it all up. Well, as much of it as I can with the forks. We want some hearty pieces, but we also want some like melt in your mouth pieces. Alright guys, so our chicken's all shredded up. Like I said, I do have some like chunky pieces here, and I do have some finer ones sprinkled about. But before we take it to the stove, this is the perfect time to check up on our rice. So our rice is actually doing pretty good. I'm just gonna give it a nice little stir. Level her back out. And then we're just gonna put the lid right back on top. And since we just checked in on the rice, might as well take a look at the beans too. They're coming along beautifully. You just wanna make sure that they're soaking up like all the flavor that you put into the broth. So it may be super simple, but they will be delicious. All right guys, and now to start on our chicken, I'm gonna put our heat at about like a good medium right there. We're just gonna drizzle in some olive oil. Oops, wrong side. Like I said, we're adjusting. It's an electric one, only used to using the gas, so we're definitely adjusting this time about. I'm gonna add in some onions. Before our onions start to sweat, I'm gonna add in some tried and true garlic, just to kind of beef up the flavors in this sauce. Just gonna give it a nice good stir. Help move things along a little bit here. So guys, now that our onions are going, we're just gonna add in our chicken. Give that a good stir. of course, to, you know, season our chicken, we're gonna do some garlic livers, even though we already have garlic in here. You can never have too much. Well, you can, but I'm not one of those people. And then you can also do the Flavor God bacon lovers. These seasonings are vegan, and I absolutely adore every single one of them. I like to put a heavy amount on just because when you do put in the barbecue sauce, it will loosen it up a little bit. I'm gonna let my chicken cook off for a few more minutes, and then I'll grab you guys when it's time to add in the barbecue sauce. All right guys, it's sauce time. So now we're gonna add our Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce into the chicken. Before we add in the sauce, I'm actually gonna lower the heat just so that way we don't, you know, burn all the sugar. I'm gonna put in a hefty amount. Sweet Baby Ray's is honestly an amazing barbecue sauce. It's one of the very few vegan ones I was able to find. So if you guys are definitely looking for something, definitely check this out. And of course, can't forget a little splash of vegetable sauce just to kind of loosen up the sauce. You guys know what time it is. It's time to bake. Make sure you guys set up your preheat for 350. So we can toss our tacos into the oven for a little bit just to, you know, melt the cheese. And guys, before we start assembling our tacos for the oven, I completely forgot to, you know, say, if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below so you guys get notifications about my channel and when I post. I post every single Wednesday and I look for each one of you guys in my videos. So let's get back to the tacos. So guys, even though it's a non-stick baking sheet, we're just gonna put some aluminum foil down just to, you know, set ourselves up for success here. Taking our chicken off the heat right over here to a cool burner. In the meantime, since our chicken's done, we're gonna check on our rice, and she is honestly good to go. We're gonna turn her off too. Perfect, so rice is done, chicken's done. Next is all the beans and just for the cheese to melt. So guys, in checking on our beans too, they were completely dehydrated down, so I added about like a half cup more vegetable stock. I'm actually just gonna turn it off because now it's pretty much good to go. So we're just gonna leave that there, and then I'm gonna set up our baking sheet. Now it is time for our tortillas. We want to fit 4. Let's see, can it be done? I think it can. Beautiful. It honestly doesn't matter if they're overlapping a little bit, because we just want the, you know, tortilla to get a little warmed up and just for the cheese to melt. For my cheese today, I have the Follow Your Heart dairy-free mozzarella, so I'm gonna just, you know, time lapse it up with the cheese and the barbecue chicken, and then we'll pop them in the oven. So now it is time to put our tacos in the oven. It's not really timed, you're just waiting for the cheese to kind of melt itself and the tortilla to heat itself up. All right guys, I know we talked about it at the last place, but I still have not gotten smaller bowls. I'm gonna start plating up this dish, and then we'll just put our final touch tacos on it. First, we're gonna start with our rice. Not very graceful, but it'll work. Truthfully guys, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but this, see this like little burnt part of the rice? That's the best part. Vegan, non-vegan, it's the best part of the rice. So we're gonna dress it up with our gorgeous beans. Tacos come out. Couldn't forget the final toppers, just some mild chunky salsa and some good Karma sour cream. These two together are amazing, especially on top of these tacos. This is our final product. And you know, as we know, it is like kind of melted in certain areas, but we all know vegan cheese doesn't really melt as good as vegan cheese should. And I know a lot of people might be dealing with some craziness at home, but please don't forget to turn off the oven. We don't need no fire emergency. But with that being said, I'm gonna just move these over to my block and get them all dressed up. Look at those beauts. So guys, I'm just gonna grab my toppings and we're just gonna put the final fixings on them and add them to our plate. Add 2 of these into my bowl. And would you look at that, guys? Ta-da! This is our final product. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up down below. My husband and I are gonna get to eating, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!